Hi, everyone. It's corn cake time.
Hello.
Woo! Lisa looks like a farmer.
Corn. I could have worn my overalls.
Woo!
It's summertime.
I love summer food so much.
So it's fun. Hi.
Hi. Look at all that corn. Yum.
Yum corn, right?
Yeah, I love corn.
This is the corn silk. I'm taking that off underneath the, shucking after you shuck it, right?
Where'd you get the corn?
I got it at Sprouts. They have a whole bunch of local stuff that they're featuring right now.
Yeah, I saw it there. It's really pretty. Really pretty corn. It's bicolor, right?
It's different yellows. It's all different yellow.
Mm-hmm.
But it's organic and it's local and it looked really good. So I was like, I can't really say no to that. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm just getting the corn off right now because I need 2 cups of it.
Oh, shucks.
But yeah, so it is, officially going to be like July this weekend.
4th of July is on Sunday.
Yeah, 4th of July. Yeah. And here I am wearing my Croatian sports outfit because Croatia played in the Euro Cup to try to get into the quarterfinals this morning, and of course they lost. It was a brutal game. They came back. It was 3-3. They had to go in special overtime, and they blew it.
Oh, damn them. What's wrong with them?
They're out, so I'm exhausted from screaming at the TV. But that's what you do when you're Croatian. So.
And now all I can think of is Ted Lasso.
And there you go. And I've never seen that, so I really
Oh my God, it's so good. If you have not seen that series, Ted Lasso, it's funny.
I heard it was really good.
It's really funny, and it's really well done.
A soccer coach or something?
Yeah, he's a American. He was a college football coach, I believe, and then he had this big, monumental win. So everyone thinks he's a genius now, and they hire him in to coach a soccer team about which he knows nothing in England.
Oh my! That just sounds like a crazy premise.
It is a crazy, and it gets crazier from there because then you find out the real reason he got hired, and all the characters are well drawn, and it's funny and poignant.
I think he won it. Didn't he win an Emmy Award, Jason?
I voted for him in SAC. He's really good.
Jason Sudeikis from Saturday Night Live, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, this is good to know. So a cup is about 1 ear of corn. You need the fresh.
A good size ear, right? Not just a baby ear.
No, this is quite a good size here. Just, I would say large. And
okay, so as far as kitchen gadgets go, there is one that you can push down on an ear of corn in it, and it gets all the kernels off and they don't go flying everywhere.
Clearly I didn't have that. And my dogs,
obviously, not I don't either.
My dogs are having a field day right now. They're just like, oh yeah, yay.
Things are flying everywhere.
But I have enough. I have plenty of corn. Okay. So, all right. So this is an interesting, you think corn cakes would be really easy. But I was perusing the internet and I was noticing that David Leibowitz did this take on the Chez Panisse corn cake, and then I was looking at some classic Southern corn cake recipes and different things. So I'm just kind of making my own because I got the hash chili from New Mexico, and we like our chili, and I'm not going to do sugar. I'm going to do honey, and
nothing is better than corn and chili. Corn and chili, yeah.
And then I was at the farmer's market, and I don't think you can appreciate and see the gorgeous tomatoes that these are.
Oh, so pretty.
I'm going to make a fresh salsa with it and probably maybe a little crema with some maybe chimayo chili or
Hey, you were at Sprouts today. Did you see that Mexican crema they have?
You know, I didn't see that.
I was like, what's this?
Yeah. But no, I didn't see that. What was
It's
it?
in the cheese section.
Okay.
And it said that, you use it like you would, I guess, similarly to sour cream on enchiladas and yeah, so I think that's FYI.
Well, good to know.
Yeah.
No, I love a good crema with some jalapeno or whatever. Okay, so before we got on, I took a cup and a half of cornmeal, okay, and I put it in the Cuisinart, and I sort of blended it down into a finer meal because I was thinking, oh, I won't add flour and I'll make these gluten-free. So
So what are you doing?
we're gonna try that. I do this with, anybody who watched the Wonder Waffles episode. It's the same thing where you just I'm just really into taking the grains and grinding them down, into this meal so that you don't have to have wheat flour. I mean, I think it's gonna work.
Okay.
I have flour on the side ready to go just in case, but I think it's gonna be
excited.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna try it, right? So I'm gonna mix all the dry ingredients together right now, which is 1.5 cups of this. You could put it in a blender or a food processor and just, a couple of minutes, and you're gonna watch it really grind down into this flour-like consistency, right? Okay.
So Mexican crema is kind of like sour cream. It's not as sour, and it's a little bit runnier, kind of like creme fraiche-ish. And you use it like sour cream. It goes with the topping.
Like when you go to a taco cart stand and they have it in a bottle where they can really put it on the tacos. It's that consistency. Okay, so we're gonna get 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. This is baking powder, not baking soda. I checked.
And we've been having a running discussion about baking powder being aluminum free.
Yes, we have.
Yes, so this is aluminum free. It has no metal in it, which is a lovely thing.
Which is really what you want. And look, it says aluminum free. Just check it out so that the thing says aluminum free when you buy it.
Because you don't want to really eat aluminum.
No, you really want to stay
tasty.
away from metals in all food if you can. Okay, so now we're going to do 3/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to do, you can do cayenne. I'm doing the chimayo red pepper. I'm going to do 1/8 teaspoon of that because I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
And then, as Debriana has taught me so many times, I'm going to whisk the dry ingredients to really get
everything combines.
Separated and combined well. It's just you're not going to have any areas where it's oh, that's a big hunk of chili right there. No, that's not going to happen to you. Okay.
So you know what? If you got a hot paprika, if you couldn't get chimayo chili where you live,
right?
If you got a hot paprika, that would also be something you could add because paprika is made from peppers.
Yes, and we had a little paprika discussion.
We did.
There are different kinds of paprika because listen, everybody, there's not just one type of anything. Most likely, there's a lot of different, there's a spectrum to
varieties. Yeah.
So, okay, we're gonna set aside the dry ingredients for a moment, and then we're gonna get to this egg white situation.
There's a situation.
So
already,
I'm gonna try to make it not be a situation. Okay. So I'm gonna separate because what's gonna happen is you make a well in your dry ingredients, and we're gonna put the yolks in there, and the honey, and the half and half, and all that stuff. And I'm going to take the 3 egg whites right now and whip them up.
Okay.
As we chat.
So somebody asked the other day about egg separator, and this is what I do. I use the shell.
So do I. And, I'm sure there's so many gadgets to do this. And if you just focus,
it's easy to do that.
You won't make a mistake. You just do it until you don't want it to crack. You don't want it to, you don't want to get your yolk in the white,
Yeah.
Separated, right? Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah, the whites won't whip to where you want them if you get the yolk in there. If you're trying to get egg whites to like a stiff, you won't get them there with the yolk in there.
Some chefs like to do it with their hands. I've seen really fancy people do
I can't do it. I tried.
I'm the same way. I always mess it up. I'm butterfingers. I can't do it.
I know. It won't work. My fingers won't work. Oh, thank you. We like using clean ingredients, and we've been having an ongoing discussion because we just assume people do, or and we don't always state it. But I especially like for corn. There's certain foods where they really heavily pesticide things, and I often don't say it, but corn is one of them. So you really want to get organic corn.
Absolutely, you want
GMO big time, and you just don't want that.
You want this, and especially, and I think we said it before on the show, strawberries and tomatoes are some of the most heavily sprayed fruit. And just, our rule of thumb is organic whenever possible.
Yeah. And if you can't, things that have an exterior, like you can peel a banana, you can peel an orange and not use the exterior of it. You're a little bit better off on things that have a shell, but like raspberries, strawberries, and things that absorb a lot of water, like celery and like watery things. I guess corn falls into that. You don't want to have pesticides on those things.
You don't want to eat that stuff, especially if you're pregnant.
It's not like getting your panties in a wad. getting yolk in the white, kinda.
So we're gonna do 2 sets today on the show. We're gonna do the incorporation set, and then we're gonna go over to the stove where I'm going to actually flip the cake. However, what was I gonna say? I don't think I'm gonna make the salsa on the show. It's so easy. Yeah. I'll just post it, but I'm gonna use these farmers market tomatoes and probably jalapeno, red onion, salt, pepper, and lime. I mean, that's pretty much what I do. What do you do? Gabriana, do you add anything to this salsa?
No, garlic.
Oh yeah, garlic, right? Garlic.
Yeah.
It's really cute. If you
Turtle with slits is good to separate eggs. I don't know what that is.
I have no idea. But hey, if it works for you, it works for you.
However you separate your eggs, I'm not judging. No judgment in Corona Kitchen.
We don't judge around here. I have melted, just so you know, pre mise en place, 4 tablespoons of butter.
Okay.
So that's waiting, and someone may be asking salted or unsalted, and I happen to have salted, so that's what it is.
All right. So what are you whipping those to, my girl?
I'm going to get them to a sort of stiff state. Not too stiff, but this is going to be the air in the corn cake,
Mm-hmm.
So I want it to get a little bit more. I'm almost there.
I had 2 little tomatoes, somebody's asking, but mostly no, I have flowers and mostly not early tomatoes yet. For me.
Yeah, these are not, my tomatoes aren't done. They're not out yet, but I got these at the farmer's market because in our town, all the farmers have the tomatoes right now and the cherries. There's a lot of cherry trees. There's a lot of beets and a lot of green, all the kale, the salad.
Yeah. Well, that I have. I have arugula and Swiss chard in my garden right now.
If you don't have a garden, do yourself a favor. Find your local farmer's market. Support the farmer. They need you right now. And there's just beautiful stuff. I mean, it's beautiful.
It's so pretty. I love going there.
And so fun to cook with fresh ingredients straight from the farmer. So fun. And it's so superior to what you find in the supermarket. So that's really fun. Okay, now, how much honey do I have? Okay, 1 tablespoon. So this is almost done. I realized I could have used a mixer.
I was just going to ask you why you chose not to.
I just thought, how long could it take? It's only 3 egg whites.
Okay, Lisa, someone is asking, what is the difference between cornbread, muffins, and cake?
Wow, I was afraid somebody was going to ask that. But, well, let's talk about it. Let's break it down. So I think when I make the muffins, there's definitely flour. I add some sugar, baking soda. I like to have creamed corn sometimes in that, plus the fresh corn to have the real corn taste, you know. And there's a creaminess. Like I like to use buttermilk in my corn muffins and make them softer. And of course, they blow up, you know, bigger because they have the baking powder and the baking soda. What do you think?
Well, I know there's not much difference between cornbread and corn muffins. Although, unless you make the cornbread the way I made it, where it separates out into 3 layers.
Yours is really special. Is that one?
That's a different thing. What's that?
One in the cookbook?
It didn't go in the cookbook. It's the Tassajara bread book recipe.
Okay.
And then, I mean, it's old. It's an old recipe.
I mean, I think the difference is.
But corn cakes are like pancakes.
Yeah, this is a griddle cake, like
a griddle cake. Yeah.
Use it in a waffle iron if you want. I'm gonna do it in the skillet and flip it like a pancake. However, these don't have for me, my muffins are fluffy and big, and you know, I like them to be sweeter and have, you know, some air in them, so they, you know, it tastes like a muffin, but the corn flavor. You know, this is not going to be that fluffy. It's more flat and crispy with the butter. Cornbread is kind of between the two, I think.
Well, yeah, it depends on how you make your cornbread. Yeah. I mean, you can make it like that goes inside of a skillet, or you can make it like a loaf pan. It just depends on what you put in it.
That's right.
So wait, I can't believe you don't use spurtles. I have no idea where a spurtle thing is, but thank you.
Okay, so this is good to go now. We're seeing little peaks. This is what we want, okay? All right, so now we're going to put that to the side for a second. We've got this mixed dry mixture. We're making a little well in it, right? And we're going to put in the egg yolks. We're going to put in the tablespoon of honey and some, I have half and half, so that's what I'm putting in. Okay, but
that's what I would have. I don't have no milk.
If I had buttermilk left over, but I used it yesterday to make something for the Sunday breakfast. But if I had buttermilk, I would put buttermilk because I love buttermilk and everything.
I do too. I love to bake with buttermilk.
I mean, I love buttermilk. Like, I love it.
Well, you can sour that half and half if you want to. Just saying.
4 tablespoons of melted butter.
Okay. Hey, someone said, hey.
Hey, already done. Oh, God. Of course, I didn't take out the half and half. I'm just going to grab that really quick.
Now everybody knows you could have soured that if you really wanted to buttermilk it.
Right. I could have had this sit for 5 minutes with some lemon juice. You know.
Oh, hi, Maggie.
So a cup of half and half, which is what I'm using, or it would be buttermilk, preferably. But you know, it's fine to do it like this too. All right, then I'm going to get my corn in there. I've got 2 cups of fresh kernels.
Those are your fresh kernels. Yum.
This is going to be so
Oh,
good.
I wish I was coming to your house for dinner.
I am really excited. Very excited.
So are you going to do those on a griddle in a frying pan? What are you doing?
I'm going to do them in my big frying pan that I make my omelets in. But you could easily do it on a griddle. You could, you know. And now I'm going to fold this and incorporate everything. And the last thing I have to put in, I believe, is my hatch chili. And you could do.
Where are those egg whites?
They're right here. We fold them in last.
Okay.
Last. Because we want it to stay fluffy. Now, I'm hoping this works because.
Why wouldn't it?
I think it's going to be fine. But it's like, you know, I worry about the, you know, the whole flour thing. Is it going to be runny? I don't know. I don't think it's
So you can substitute buttermilk for any type of cream or milk in a recipe. Not heavy cream, but milk you can.
Okay, let's see. So this says corn flour. Okay. You know, it's looking more liquidy than I think I'm gonna put a little flour in. I'm just gonna go crazy and do that because it's important to stay cognizant while you're cooking. We were talking about this the other day in the cookbook where you have to taste things, right? You have to say to yourself, oh, that needs more flour. Okay, that doesn't look like it could be thick enough because I want it to look like pancake batter. And actually, now that we're sitting here, it's kind of turning into it.
Well, I think the corn meal absorbs some of the wetness in there.
It is absorbing it as
I would suspect it would.
Maybe I just need to be patient. Maybe that's
There's also that aspect of cooking.
So I'm going to put, this is beautiful. Okay, so this is a company called, we have a restaurant in New Mexico called El Pinto. And they make salsa and they package their own chili. And you can get these beautiful little hatch chili. And they're already chopped and clean and perfect. And I don't have to do any of the work.
There you go.
So I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of that. And this is just beautiful.
Is it hot or medium or light?
Let's see. It is, I think it's medium. Let me see.
Because it does come in heat.
Medium. Yeah, I got medium. I'm putting 2 tablespoons in. It's gorgeous. Already smoked, roasted, clean, deveined, everything. So that's going to be good. Now, someone said to me in my house, are you going to put cheddar cheese in it, Mom? Because I put cheddar cheese in my cornbread sometimes, a lot of times. And I was like, you know, I'm not going to put it in, A, because I don't have it, and B, we're going to do the crema, and, you know, I'm probably just going to put I have some cojito cheese, I'll probably put that on it, you know, or you could put any kind of melty cheese you want. I'm still going to do a little bit of flour. I'm just feeling like
a little nervous.
I'm just feeling like I need to.
Okay. You may.
Oh, I'm gonna just. I don't have anything to measure it. No, Peggy's gonna kill me.
Yes.
This is probably like. That's probably like a tablespoon.
Okay, so if you wanted to stay in gluten-free land, you could add ground flaxseed.
Yes, you could. You absolutely could, which I have in my freezer. I sound like Debriana right now. I'm going to add another tablespoon of flour. It's soaking it up, and I think this is perfect. I don't know what type of corn flour, you know, like I might not have grinded it enough in my Cuisinart, you know what I mean? But all I know is now it's looking like what I want, okay? So that's good. All right, now I'm gonna fold in the egg whites very gently.
Be careful.
Don't kill the egg whites. You'll be sorry.
Oh, look at them. They're so pretty.
Okay. Eggs are just amazing things. I'm constantly amazed by them.
I love eggs.
Okay, so we're going to move this on over to skillet. Still over by the stove. So I'm going to have to move the camera. I don't have an assistant.
You do. I'm just over here.
Yeah. And we realized we could be cooking together, Debrianna.
Yeah, we could be.
We're just not. We could be.
Well, I heard today that the CDC recommendation is to still wear your mask and to still social distance because the variant. Now, Lisa and I are both still careful and we are both vaccinated, so I wouldn't be opposed to being in your house. But out in public, I think it's still, especially if you're immunocompromised, it's probably still a good idea.
I would agree. And I'm not, I'm feeling still a little, like it's
tender. I'm tender.
You have to be careful, I'm heating up my beautiful Italian omelet.
Oh, yes. The lovely pan. I love that pan.
I love this thing because, well, for many reasons, but one is just you can, when you can slip a crepe out of a pan or an omelet, it's just a satisfying thing.
It is.
God, I'm wearing a really
Tell everybody what that pan is.
It is called, oh my God. It's called
like a stone.
Piardi. Piardi. Piardi is the name of the brand, Italian brand. Piardi. Yeah. Okay.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful pan.
Okay, so I got the batter.
Nice.
Oh, we're ready to go. Heating up the skillet.
Gorgeous.
Get some of these corn cakes going, people. Exciting, aren't you excited, Edgar? Here, look. Say hi to the folks at home. Say hi to the folks at home.
Say hi, Eggers. Hi. He's so cute.
He is.
Hi, Eggers. I don't have that fancy pan. I do have other pans.
He didn't understand why the adults were yelling and Croatia lost. But anyway,
poor little baby.
Poor little baby. And then Monty's like, okay, here, Monty. Up. Ready?
Oh, hi,
baby. Can you see him? Oh, I don't want to.
Man, be careful he doesn't hit that pan.
There he is. There he is. Okay. We like to dance together, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay,
so here's another idea. If you didn't want to make salsa, you could infuse your maple syrup with a little bit of jalapeno and use that on your corn cakes if you wanted to have them more for breakfast.
You absolutely could. And there's so much you can do with this base.
Oh, recipe. So great. It's
a million.
You can put shrimp on them. I mean, now my mind's going crazy.
It's a perfect, launching pad, crunchy, yummy, tasty thing for, calabasitas if you're a vegetarian, or, any kind of beautiful meats, or, whatever. If you're making anything and sort of.
Yeah, if you had leftover chicken, if you mixed it in with a little bit of green chili and put that on top. I mean, there's so many things you can do. I'm encouraging you to use your, yes, beans. Beans would be awesome.
Beans would be delicious.
See, hey, everyone put their ideas out there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm making really pretty little cakes right here. This is going so far so good.
Awesome.
Okay, it's interesting. I'm really glad I added the flour. And there it is.
Oh, look how pretty they are.
So they're gonna just cook as is a pancake or pancake. And then I'm gonna make the salsa, have it sit for a little while because you want those flavors to really meld and your fresh salsa. And again, another sky's the limit.
Yeah.
mango salsa. Somebody made watermelon salsa the other day on Corona.
Oh, gorgeous. Someone in Corona Kitchen. I often make mango salsa.
Tomatillo salsa, I love. You know, you can make the roasted one. You can make the fresh, you know, pico de gallo. There's so many different things.
Yeah. I think you've made salsa on the show before.
There's an episode. Now, let's see who the super fans are. There is an episode on YouTube. I think I made did I make roasted salsa, fresh salsa?
Yes, I think you did. Yeah.
That was a good one. You know, you just blend everything in the Cuisinart afterwards. It's so good.
Tasty.
Yep.
Tasty. Yeah, so that's going to be a beautiful thing for dinner.
I am very excited about this. I love corn cakes.
I do too.
I could eat, you know, 20.
We'll see how many it makes. I'd count them.
In a single sitting. Oh, here's the other cool thing. You can flip these, make them, and don't make them, you know, super golden brown. Make them right before they would be ready, and then you could prepare them for a dinner party. Have them, you know, rest to the side, and then heat them up on a baking sheet before you serve them for dinner, you know. So you can make them in advance, and you can freeze them.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, if you have room in your freezer.
Right. Okay, I'm going to flip. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is good.
Score.
Okay. I'm definitely going to add 2 tablespoons of flour to this because I don't know how people's, you know, blenders or Cuisinarts work or, you know, if it grinds good enough. You know what I'm saying? But look, see?
Oh, they're gorgeous. Those are awesome.
So happy. I was kind of touch and go there for a second.
It's really good.
But see, I trusted my gut. That's what you have to do.
It's really good. I'm so excited. I wish I was coming to your house for dinner.
I can save you some. I'm going to have like 30.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to count. I don't know how many this makes, but I'm going to count.
I'd be curious to see. Well, those are what, about 3 inches across or something?
Yeah, I like to make them, you know, like pancakes. I like silver dollar, a little bit bigger than silver dollar pancakes, but you can make them bigger. If that's what you like.
Okay, so here I'm putting things down here, people. I know you know your homework nights. We are not stopping the calling. We must pass before the people act.
Look at that golden brown. Yay.
I love it. Crunchy. Yum.
All right. Yum. Oh, this is going to be so good. Very excited. Okay. Now, a little pancake trick. Take the skillet off the fire for a second. It gets too hot. You don't want to burn it. And then sometimes
no, you don't want to be burning your babies.
Flip it over, and I put some cool water on the bottom to cool it down instantly. Then I heat it back up because they can get too hot too fast. And then you have burnt corn cakes.
Not good. Not good.
You don't want.
No. Well, thank you for that tip.
Butter.
Okay, you guys know what to do. And here, I'll run this again too. Please join our Instagram account. We would love to build our audience there. And these are some groups, organizations you can join to help, because we are going to need lots of help to win in 2022. And it's starting now, so let's get it going.
Also want to do shout out to Daniel Lay, who won the photo contest last night.
Boy. Yeah, what a great photo that was.
It was incredible.
Or is. It's still there. It's on the banner now.
It's going to be on the banner all week. Runners up will be coming in a couple days. Oh my God, I just tasted the batter as I do. I'm like a batter taster person. Because of the green chili. Okay?
Yeah. Mm.
The green chili makes it. Totally.
Yum.
Very
well,
excited.
Thanks for hanging out with us, and thanks for making those corn cakes, Missy. They're gorgeous.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm so excited to eat this. I'm going to make the salsa right now, and we're eating dinner. Yay! For one time.
You're having dinner at dinner time. What?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's been an exhausting day. To do soccer. you know.
Everyone's hungry from Friday.
Oh, this is gonna be so good. Okay, I'm gonna taste one.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's be honest, Lisa, you taste everything. You do.
Oh my God.
Super good.
Wow. They're really good.
She does taste everything. We